You don't even have to really be into Bollywood films to have heard the name SriDevi. SriDevi was the first female superstar of Indian cinema, appearing in over 300 films across 5 decades. She was the highest paid Hindi actress from 1985 to 1992. SriDevi was fluent in Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, and English. Cited as the first female superstar of Indian cinema, she was the recipient of various accolades, including a second Best Actress trophy for her role in Lamhe. In 2013, she was awarded the Padma Shri, India's 4th highest civilian honor. She won a National Filmfare Award, 4 Filmfare Awards, a Filmfare Lifetime Achievement Award, and 3 Filmfare Awards South, 2 Tamil Nadu State Film Awards, a Kerala State Film Award, and a Nandi Award. SriDevi unfortunately died accidentally drowning in a bathtub in Dubai on February 25, 2018 at the young age of 54, and the Indian press never thought that it was a natural death, and they all kept accusing her husband of doing it, and there's this huge conspiracy. She had a very, in my opinion, sad childhood, although she is a very private, very shy woman who didn't like to speak negatively on her childhood or her parents, her mom or dad. But as we unfold these, you will see for yourself how I don't think her childhood was really pleasant, and maybe her husband is protecting something more with SriDevi, but I will leave that for you guys' opinion in the comments. We'll get into this video and more, but first, hey friend, welcome to my channel, KlLL, where we deep dive and break down the most iconic stars to history. If you're not yet subscribed, please be sure to do so, and if you're already subscribed, please turn on your notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's start first with her childhood. SriDevi, born as Sri Amma on August 13th, 1963, in the quaint village of Minampati, was destined for the limelight. Her father, a sharp lawyer from Sivakasi, Tamil Nadu, and her mother, hailing from the spiritual hub of Tirupati, might not have predicted the dazzling future awaiting their daughter. Fluent in Telugu, English, and Tamil, SriDevi's linguistic skills were just the tip of the iceberg of her talents. With a sister and 2 stepbrothers, young SriDevi's household was a bustling home. But it was the world of cinema that truly called to her at the tender age of 4. She stepped onto the Tamil film scene in Kanhan Karuna in 1967 with her captivating performance, leaving audiences in awe. Her enchanting presence crossed over to Telugu cinema in 1970, proving she was no ordinary child actor. By 1971, baby SriDevi was a household name. Despite the glitz and glamour, SriDevi was closely guarded by her mother, Rajeshwari, or her sister Srilatha, who were her constant companions on film sets from 1972 until 1974. Their presence ensured her journey from childhood prodigy to superstar was as seamless as her performances. She told the New Indian Express in 2013, and I quote, "I lost out on going to school and college life, but I got into the film industry and worked without a gap from child actor. I went straight to lead roles. There was no time to think, and I was grateful for it." SriDevi was the sole bread earner for her family, and SriDevi's maternal grandmother used to tell SriDevi's mother not to harass, scold, hurt SriDevi in any way. She used to say, and I quote, "From the age of 18 months, that child is earning money for her milk herself and also feeding all of us. Leave her alone, don't scold her," end quote. As pleasant as her childhood sounds, things weren't always so good. Before the age of 18, SriDevi became an alcoholic and was a heavy drinker. She was a functional alcoholic, though, according to close friends. She would drink a full bottle in one go, but could still behave very normally as her alcohol tolerance was really high. If her parents were so active in her life, then how did she become an alcoholic? Because her mom was on the sets, her older sister, so how did that happen? Well, she was made to ingest alcohol from a very young age by none other than her own mother. After coming from shootings, tired baby SriDevi used to be cranky, and she would cry a lot and refuse to sleep. So her mother started giving her alcohol so that the rest of the family could sleep peacefully. And it started with wine. She would give her wine, it would make her sleepy, feel good, and she'd just go to sleep. Can you imagine? When she became addicted, she had her enabling grandmother who forbade anyone from putting a stop to it because she was a breadwinner. Whatever SriDevi wanted, everyone had to give because she's the one at the end of the day keeping the family afloat. Devi never lost the habit. Her love affair with booze would follow her to her adult years, and when she passed, there was even substances found in her system like alcohol. This goes to show you that even across the 7 seas, fame has the same ugly head. From Hollywood to Bollywood, there will always be and have always been greedy parents and family members that would rather see their loved ones destroyed as long as they are bringing in the cash. It doesn't matter, even if it's a baby. We always thought this was just Hollywood, but in Bollywood, as we have seen, I did a lot of Bollywood actresses already. So check out the Bollywood playlist, which I'll link in the comments also. But I have a Bollywood playlist, and it seems like they all have similar stories as the Hollywood actresses. So it goes to show you where fame and money, and you have elites involved. There's even connections with the elite. Actually, I'll put my Parveen Babi video linked in the comments. I'll pin that. If you haven't seen my Parveen Babi video yet, check that out because that is crazy. But they all are connected somehow, and the industry is dark no matter where you're from, and there's no chance for anybody. It doesn't matter where you're from. After she died from drowning, which was shady, many of her peers spoke about her childhood. They came out to speak about her childhood. Actor Javed Jafari has compared SriDevi with late pop star Michael Jackson, saying she was extremely introverted and lived her real life only while performing. SriDevi was so much like Michael Jackson, no childhood, pressure to perform since a child, always competing with her own self, extremely quiet and introverted, but exploded while performing, end quote. Now, this didn't just hurt the pressure to perform. Imagine when you're making your whole family money. No one else is working or really doing anything with their lives. The whole family's life revolves around you and you going to make the money. I don't know how some people can't understand the immense amount of pressure that would put on anyone to not even be 18 yet or even 13. Like, she started literally acting as a child, you know what I mean? And you are already the breadwinner for your family. The whole family starts to become addicted to the money that you're providing, and their life starts to revolve around you. And I wonder how that would make other siblings feel, probably jealous and confused why all the attention is going to one sibling, etc. But that was her life. Unfortunately, this wasn't all the money and fame aside, didn't bring happiness to SriDevi because she never thought she was beautiful. Although everyone around her thought she was just gorgeous, she was this, she was that. Later on in her life, she went on to do a lot of cosmetic surgeries and, to try to fit the aesthetic of the beauty standards of that time. She would change herself a lot, do a lot of heavy makeup, and even had some dieting issues that plagued her, which we're going to see towards the end of the video when her husband speaks on her diet, which she just was obsessed with how she looked because she was constantly criticized by the Indian press. And I tell you guys, from the Bollywood videos, the Indian press is a lot more harsh on their stars than American press, which is insane, but they're very critical of their stars. And every time SriDevi would step out without makeup, they would say, oh, SriDevi lost her beauty. If she gained a little weight, oh, she's let herself go. She is unrecognizable. She looks like a pumpkin. These were real headlines. And I did a video for Aishwarya Rai, and we saw when she had her baby, she wasn't even allowed time to just lose the weight or heal. They were already saying she's lost her sauce and really coming down on her. So SriDevi was famous for a very long time, went through that a lot. So she had to be perfect all the time because there was no one to even really check the Bollywood media. And everyone just kind of agreed and wanted to humble these stars. So she was constantly self-conscious. And so she does have a beauty regimen. She did have a beauty regimen that I'll share in this video. She had several beauty secrets, actually. One with the skincare. SriDevi's skincare routine included applying orange juice to brighten her skin, squeeze the orange juice and just put it on her skin, and papaya to reduce wrinkles and dark spots, because we know also it brightens and lightens your skin in India. The darker you are, the less likely you would be famous. The closer you are to looking white, the better. So that was really heavy during her time. So she would lighten her skin a lot, but she always claimed to have done it the natural way with the orange juice and papaya. As far as hair care, SriDevi's hair care routine included a regular hair oil massage. Now, as far as makeup, SriDevi was known for her bold makeup choices, including maroon lipstick, metallic eyes, and pastel eyeshadows. Especially when she was younger, she was very, very creative with her makeup. Now, in terms of hairstyle, SriDevi was known for her poker straight hair and tente mane. Always loved to have longer hair. When it comes to her fitness, towards the later part of her life, she took it very, very serious, a lot more serious, because the tabloids became a lot more critical. Because back then, Bollywood, you could have a little curve and a little meat on your bones, but as times started to pass, then there was this toxic culture where skinny, you had to be super skinny. She said, "I believe in eating the right food and at the right time, doing yoga and having lots of water, and I follow this regularly. I play outdoor games with my children like tennis, and I try to be regular with my power yoga. I also make it a point to go jogging with my daughter." SriDevi starts her day with 2 glasses of warm water infused with lemon and honey, and follows up with herbal tea for breakfast. She has a bowl of oatmeal with dried fruits, honey, and skimmed milk, followed by fresh vegetable juice, fresh greens, salads, and dal are her staple lunch diet, sometimes accompanied by smoked or grilled salmon, tofu, and feta cheese. Dinner usually consists of soups or curried vegetables with rotis, and apart from these, she snacks every 2 hours on whole fruits, peanuts, and goat cheese with multigrain crackers. Her only weakness is dark chocolate. And we're going to talk about her lack of salt intake later in the video. But SriDevi had an affair with the much married Boney Kapoor. She also had got pregnant before marriage, which was a big no in the industry during that time. Back in those days, she was accused of being a homewrecker. In 1996, she actually ended up marrying Boney Kapoor. The couple had 2 daughters, Janvi and Kushi. Both her daughters are actresses and very gorgeous daughters. The story gets more scandalous though. According to Bollywood Shadis, SriDevi's love marriage with Boney Kapoor had raised many eyebrows and had broken many hearts. The one whose heart was broken beyond repair was of Boney Kapoor's first wife, Mona Shuri Kapoor, as she was betrayed beyond measures by someone whom she had considered her friend, SriDevi. For the unversed, those who don't know, it is reported that SriDevi became friends with Mona, the first wife of Boney Kapoor, and even used to stay at their house. It was then that the affair between SriDevi and Boney Kapoor had started, and she was soon pregnant with Boney's child. When Mona came to know about it, she was devastated. The news of SriDevi's pregnancy had spread like wildfire, and she was accused of breaking a happy home. On June 2nd, 1996, SriDevi and Boney Kapoor had tied the knot in a simple temple wedding. This had made SriDevi and Mona Kapoor's relationship even worse and sour, and the two had started their fight for Boney Kapoor. While Mona had shared that she was shattered with their affair, SriDevi had ensured that the producer cuts off all ties with his first wife, Mona, including their kids. In an interview with DNA, Mona had shared that she was 19 when she had married Boney, and she had literally grown up with him. Mona had shared that she was shocked knowing that Boney Kapoor is in love with SriDevi and she is already pregnant. She had said, and I quote, "He, Boney, was 10 years older than me. I was 19 when I married him, so I literally grew up with him. Ours was a 13-year-old marriage, so it came as a shock when I realized that my husband was in love with somebody else. There was nothing left in the relationship to give it a chance because SriDevi was already with a child," end quote. After what SriDevi did to Mona and her children, Mona's mother, Sati Shuri, had a public fight with the actress. Sati not only, tried to verbally assault her, but also tried to physically assault her also. Mona's outrage towards her husband's second wife was quite visible in her interviews. After all the drama, SriDevi put a ban on Boney to meet his first family. SriDevi told him, "You are not allowed to even see your first kids or your first wife ever again," according to Mona. Now, in February 2018, SriDevi embarked on what was meant to be a joyful trip to the United Arab Emirates with her youngest daughter, Kushi, to celebrate her nephew, Mohit Marwaz's wedding. After the wedding, she made plans to indulge in some shopping in Dubai for the eldest daughter's upcoming 21st birthday, while her husband, Boney Kapoor, was tied up with business meetings in Lucknow. Fate had a surprise in store. On the morning of February 24th, SriDevi affectionately told her husband, Boney, over the phone, I'm missing you. With a romantic gesture in mind, Boney decided to surprise her and show up. So he hopped on a 3:30 flight to Dubai, arriving at the hotel that she was at 6:20, which was with a loving reunion, according to him, unfolded in her room at 2201, where they shared a delightful chat and planned for dinner. As SriDevi prepared in the bathroom, Boney waited eagerly in the living room, but after 15 to 20 minutes, his calls to her went unanswered, and to his horror, she was found unresponsive. The clock struck 7 as tragedy confirmed her death, leaving the world in shock. Initial reports from her brother-in-law, Sanjay Kapoor, suggested a cardiac arrest, yet the mysterious circumstances prompted a deeper probe by Dubai Public Prosecution. The forensic team uncovered a startling revelation. SriDevi's death was due to accidental drowning, with traces of alcohol detected in her system and water in her lungs, adding an unexpected twist to the tale. There's some conspiracies. Boney Kapoor opened up about SriDevi's death for the first time and answered claims of him being behind it, because a lot of the Indian press and fans were saying, this sounds fishy. It sounds like he has something to do with it. In an interview with the New Indian, Boney asserted that SriDevi's death wasn't natural but accidental. When asked about accusations against him, Boney said, and I quote, "It was not a natural death. It was an accidental death. I had decided not to speak about it because I spoke about it for almost 48 hours together when I was being investigated and interrogated. In fact, the officer said we had to go through this because there was a lot of pressure from Indian media. Well, I said I have nothing more to say than what I have been saying, and they discovered there was no foul play. I went through all the tests, including lie detector tests and all those things, and then, of course, the report, which came early, stated it was accidental death by drowning," end quote. Boney went on to talk about SriDevi's health, which he said was influenced by her crash diets. He said that their family physician always advised SriDevi against their strict diet. She often used to starve. She wanted to look good, he said. The filmmaker paused and explained how one tends to look broader and bigger in camera. She would make sure that she is chiseled and in good shape so that on screen she looked good, Boney said. He said SriDevi had come down to 46 to 47 kilograms in the past and cited examples of films like English, Vinglish. He said SriDevi used to avoid salt. From the time she was married to me, she had blackouts on a couple of occasions, and the doctor kept on saying she had a low blood pressure issue. Don't get into the severe diets where you avoid salt. It was unfortunate. Boney claimed that he got to know about her habit of following strict diets after they got married and said that he always urged her physician to tell her to include salt. He said that SriDevi would always request for salt-free foods even when they were out for dinner. Unfortunately, she didn't take this seriously, and he also thought maybe it can't be this serious until the incident happened, end quote. 18 months after the untimely death of SriDevi in Dubai, a new report suggested that her death may not have been due to accidental drowning. An IPS officer by the name of Rishiraj Singh from Kerala Cadre had stated that her death does not appear to be an accident and there may be much more to it, reported IB Times. In the write-up, he details the input given to him by late forensic expert Dr. Umadathan. He, and I quote, "He has played a crucial role in solving several cases. It was due to my curiosity that I asked Dr. Umadathan about the death of SriDevi, and he told me that the chances of the accident are pretty low in her case," he wrote. Dr. Umadathan made it clear that SriDevi's death could be a murder, end quote. The police went on to explain why Dr. Umadathan had been suspicious, and I quote, "Even if a person had been drinking heavily, he or she will not drown in just 1 foot of water." It was 1 foot of water. "Without any external force. No one will die in a bathtub due to drowning. He will drown only if somebody holds his both legs and sinks his head into the water," added Rishiraj. These facts have, however, been analyzed ad nauseum, and there's no way to be certain about them. Not to mention Dr. Umadathan, who passed away at a private hospital after, he spoke up, is no longer around to confirm he even had this conversation with Rishiraj in the first place. So we'll never know. Then the second theory was that there was a money incentive behind her death. According to reports, an insurance worth 240 crore rupees have been taken out, like millions and millions of dollars, taken out in SriDevi's name. Apparently, it could have only been cashed out if she was to die in the UAE, meaning Dubai. That's crazy. Coincidence, right? So this insurance was taken out on her, but you would only get it if she died in the UAE. When Boney found SriDevi, he called a friend when he found SriDevi unconscious instead of calling the emergency services first. Why didn't he call a doctor first? Is that a rational reaction to have when you see your wife unconscious? That's a really good question. So because of that, I mean, the Indian press still have their foot on this man's neck. They love SriDevi. They never let it be forgotten that this is fishy. This does not make sense. And it just, I don't know, it's odd. But of course, there's all speculation. He was cleared of all charges, so we really don't know. The last thing people said also was that she might have taken her own life because she was very depressed. She was very sad. She would take long hiatuses from working. I mean, she did over 300 films, 300 films. Eventually, in the end, it all took a toll on her and she didn't want to live anymore because even in the hotel that she was at, they said that she didn't leave the hotel for 48 hours until the husband came and they never saw her leave. So even if she stayed behind to go do shopping and stuff like that, as they said, it almost seems like she locked herself in her hotel room for those 48 hours and her husband rushed over to her because she called and allegedly said, "Hey, I miss you." Maybe he's protecting her and knew that she probably was on the edge of taking her own life. That's why he rushed over to her side and was trying to, cheer her up. And, then the 1 foot of water reminds me of Whitney Houston, which I did a video for her also, where it just doesn't make sense to drown in 1 foot of water. Even under intoxication, you have to be really heavily intoxicated. And she was not. The amount of alcohol that was found in her system just was not enough for her she didn't have alcohol poisoning, for her to drown like that. Even if she fell asleep, your body will shock you and wake you up. You have to intentionally try to drown yourself. And it just doesn't make sense. Comment below your thoughts. If you like the music you listen to, the link is in the description. Leave some flower emojis in the comments for her and comment below your thoughts. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.